All right. Well, I would like to say thanks for stopping in again today, guys. We have another great interview. It is our Meet the Staff section of our interviews, and we'd like to start with one of the greats, Gary Rucker. Uh, he's been in the theater business for about 30 plus years, has the management contract of the Rivertown County Theaters for the Performing Arts for about 8 years. He's been into modeling and painting hobby stuff for 20 plus years. And his favorite food is gumbo, rice optional. I found that out. That's a little weird, but not going to yuck somebody's yum. Let's see. Let's see if we can get him live. Gary, can you hear us? Hello? Gary? Gary, can you hear us?
Yeah, what? I can hear you.
Gary?
Yes.
Do we have the connection? Can you?
I'm in the room with you. I've been restocking. The store's closed. I've been restocking D&D figures. Oh, is this the interview?
Once again, this is the magic of interviews. Look at that.
I don't know. I had the
Thanks
night
a
off.
lot. Thanks a lot.
Glad to be here.
Well, Gary, thanks for being here, man.
I'm always here.
I know you are. You're like a fixture now.
Trying to get rid of me.
So for the people that don't know who you are,
the frame.
yeah, just scoot on in. It's okay. We've been around each other long enough.
This is 6 feet.
This is what we got.
Yeah.
So tell the people who might not know who you are. Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Gary and I work here 24/7 with Mac usually. I'm Gary. I how long have I been here? 4 months?
God, it feels like forever.
It does feel like It feels like I've always been here. But yes, I run the Rivertown Theaters in Kenner. Usually that's what I do, but now I'm here and kind of doing both things. Trying to get the theater up and running again since COVID. So
yes. Oh man. Yeah. So what is your favorite stuff to do hobby wise, because you're in the hobby shop?
Yeah. Well, I think painting's what I do the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, because some of the questions that have been posed to me recently are like, well, what games do you play? And it's sad that until I started working here, I didn't play many games. I just painted a lot of games. And I was thinking about why that was. And I think having a local game store is the most important thing when it comes to playing games, because without that network of people who also have your similar interests and want to play, I think it's very hard to get games in. Which is why I think I bought almost every one-player game we have on the shelf right now.
You do like your one-player games.
I do,
but there's nothing wrong with that. That's a lot of fun.
At night when you get home and it's like you've been at a game store for 10 hours, you want to play a game. And
yeah, absolutely.
Want to play one-player.
So tell me a little bit about the Rivertown, because the Rivertown has been so gracious to allow Gopher Games to host some events there, and they've been so gracious to allow food vendors, for restaurants and chefs that have not been able to work well in COVID to be able to earn a living at a venue. Tell us a little bit about the theater.
My partner at the theater, Kelly, our big thing when we took that contract over was we wanted to create that sense of community in the Rivertown neighborhood, because it's a very small neighborhood. And one of our dreams was, okay, we want to work with the restaurants. We want to work with the bar that was there. There's a reception hall. Like, we feel like we should all kind of be in it together, like a Rivertown family. And it's been nice to be able to bring other businesses in like this. And, the caterers that we've had, it's been really great to open up our space, because we have a really nice space and it's really big, just to other types of things that pre-COVID, it maybe would not have occurred to us to do something like that, and everybody's been wonderful and, really gracious. And we did that magic tournament. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it really, both of us for this place, but also our separate businesses, I think it really encouraged us to keep thinking outside the box and think what else we could do.
Oh, no, I agree, because the thing that I really, really enjoyed about that whole situation was it was multiple businesses that would not normally work together, found a way to work together and provide income for all of us in a safe manner.
Yeah, and like the caterers, Black Sheep and Fredericks, they've been amazing. So they've kind of stuck with us.
Good.
Don't get me. I have very sweet dreams about those desserts. But so they've stuck with us, and the other shows that we produced since the Magic Tournament, they've been in our courtyard serving food, and it's been great. And I know Fredericks in particular, like He's had some of our patrons hire him to do parties.
Mhm.
So it's been nice to kind of be able to share those networks
Yes.
of people who ordinarily wouldn't have maybe crossed paths.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And funny story. I found out about Frederick. He has worked in Michelin star
Yeah.
kitchens and restaurants almost all his life.
That dude is
from
an onion.
Australia.
Yeah.
And
just keep
He
peeling
was
back
brought,
layers.
yeah, and he was brought here to America to continue working and building up restaurants in this area
Mhm.
with that. And he is constantly learning and striving to do new things. It's
He's got
really
a cool
impressive
accent
story.
too.
He does have a cool accent. He does have a cool accent.
I'm a fan of the accent.
Can you tell me a little bit about the safety features that are at the Rivertown? Because that is something that is very important, especially for what we are trying to do there.
So my business partner, Kelly, she owns and operates the Encore Studio in River Ridge. It's a performing arts studio. And that was going to open before the theater was going to open. So she went to lots of seminars with other, dance school professionals to talk about what is a safe way to do this. Like, what do you really need to do? And she invested in all this equipment and the electrostatic sprayer and all those things. So when it came time for us to be able to open the theater back up for business, she had already had the foundation of what was required.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelly's one of those people, it's like she goes above and beyond. Like, okay, if we have to do 5 things, she's going to do 11 things just to make sure we're covered.
I like this woman.
And so when we met with the city of Kenner, because there were so many, a theater keeps falling in the cracks of what's allowed to happen. So we met with Kenner, like, here are all our safety precautions. We have the electrostatic sprayer, we have hand sanitizing stations, we have mandatory social distancing, we have reserved seats,
Mm-hmm.
so we can keep you 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
So that, we have the AC HVAC systems that cycle the air like way more than necessary.
9 times every hour. The entire building's contents 9 times an hour. That's fantastic.
And there's rules about, okay, if there's a performer, they have to be 14 feet from the first audience member. So we have so many lists we have the movie theater list, there's a recital hall list. There's all these different lists of businesses that you follow this. Well, we follow all of them.
That's fantastic.
So if there's 3 different sets of rules, we're following all 3 sets of rules just to make sure that we're covered. Because for us, like, safety is the most important thing. And if we don't want anyone coming to our space with any fear of being safe. And the entire list of procedures is on our website. You can look at them all. But, the air filters are, up to code. And we just want to make sure that we did everything possible so that we don't have any problems.
Awesome. Yeah. And then definitely please check out the website address here with the magic of video here. This is where the website for the Rivertown County Theaters will be. So now that I have you here, we worked a long day today.
Yeah.
I have a question for you because I did a little bit of a deep dive on the internets for this interview. And I would like to ask you about this particular photo, which will be here.
Okay, which photo is it? I can't see it.
This is the photo of you looking so sweet.
Oh, and laying on that guy's shoulder.
Yeah, look at that.
My friend Bobby P.
Explain to us what was going on here.
That was a publicity picture. We did the musical Dirty Rotten Scoundrels based on the Steve Martin Michael Caine movie.
Yeah.
So that was the 2 of us who are the scoundrels. One of our pictures. What's fun is, okay, so that's Bob Pavlovich. He's an incredible actor. He lives in Cincinnati. He teaches up there now.
Go Cincy!
Yeah, so he comes in to do the show. He's also, if you've ever been to the Orpheuscapade, he's the announcer.
Oh, is
the Orpheuscapade. Yeah, he does all the Here Comes Float 12. He's got that voice. So super good guy. Just love that guy to pieces.
Do you think that man could just follow me around and like narrate my life so I can have like a walking dialogue as I go around everywhere?
You can't afford him.
Damn. Yeah. It would make me feel really good though, guy.
Well, I'll call him. I'll see what I can.
Cool.
I'll hook you up. That'll be a Christmas present.
Yes.
Bobby P follows you around for a week.
Just to feel good about everything. And Mac, there he goes into the bathroom. What happens?
We'll be back in 30 minutes. Yeah. That's awesome.
So working here, you've come up with some really great initiatives actually for the shop, which I've been really, really thankful for, because you've really brought, like, Zach has brought his portion of the things into the store, which has caused us to have a booming internet business, web store business. And he dragged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century with our point of sale system. Velvet has been fantastic about getting things organized for our online singles card catalog. So you'll be able to soon type in on tcgplayer.com all of the cards that you want from Magic, Pokemon, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not sure. We're still working on that. But they've been really working super hard to get all that collated and put together. You were bringing in a program yourself. It's the miniature assembly program.
I actually have 2 programs.
Oh, okay.
I think you forgot about one of them.
This is
so I
love
to assemble miniatures. It's stress relief for me. And there's been a few of the players here who hate it. So they've been paying me to assemble their miniatures. And it's fun for me, and they don't have to do it. So I've been doing that. But I think we're going to offer a service for the holidays that if you buy, Indominus or whatever you want to buy, and you can add on miniature assembly, and I do it to my standard, which is very high.
It is like, honestly, no, there's very, very little bits like the mold lines. He shaves them off.
I do my best.
He does a really great job, and like there's no huge gaps or anything like that. Everything's filled and filed down. It's really nice.
Thank you, man.
And then what is the
other one is what we talked about our registration program.
Oh yes. Oh, for the holidays. Yes. This is important.
Was my pitch. Okay.
This is a good one.
I think it's a good idea. I find that as a person who enjoys games, that when my mom or someone for Christmas is like, "What can I get you for Christmas?" I want to say I would like the Baratheon starter box, but no one knows what that means, and I can't send my mom to go look for that, right? Not that my mom gets me Christmas presents, but
I think
story for another day. All right. My feeling is, okay, so if you are a customer of the store, you can come in and fill out all the things you want at this store, like things you've had your eye on, and then tell people, go to Go4 Games. They know what I want. You can pick something off the list. So it's like a wedding registry or a baby registry, but it's a Christmas registry for you. And if it goes well, we'll just hang on to it. You can update it. Like maybe your birthday rolls around. You can send people in and be like, I like stuff from that store. They can tell you what I'm looking for.
Yes.
And that way it takes all the explaining out of it. And then the person buying the present it's like you just go to the counter, say, give me something for $20. Here you go. They want this.
Yes. And we will have those registry sheets up and running by Monday of this week. So definitely come check it out. It's going to be a really fantastic program, especially for the holidays. If you need to get something for that gamer person in your life that you might not understand everything or know exactly what they're looking for, or maybe they may be a gamer person that has everything and you're like, Jesus, what do I get them? Well, now you will.
Look at the list. You'll know what they want.
You'll know exactly what they don't have, and you can get it for them.
And also I find that, it might not be something I'd ordinarily buy for myself, but if somebody wants to buy you something, it's like, well, it's a present. I'll try this out. It might be something you end up really liking. So,
I just want to let you guys know on Gary's gift registry, multiple talking Deadpool heads. Multiple. He loves them. Don't want that. Get them for him.
It's the bane of my existence.
All of them.
I will love forever whoever buys these Deadpool heads, because he keeps turning them on and they talk. They talk. He's right there. Them.
He loves them. He loves them. So tell me a little bit more about we talked to Kat Blackard, who was a fantastic audio drama person for gaming. They put together audio dramas based off of role-playing game sessions.
Kat Blackard?
Kat Blackard was her name.
That is the greatest name I've ever heard. That is a great name.
It is pretty cool. She was super, super fantastic. Just a very sweet person. But one of the neat things was she was able to kind of find something in the gaming hobby that allowed her to really kind of become the person that she is.
Okay.
Have you had any experiences with gaming, or especially now that you are more inundated in the hobby because you're around it 24/7 almost now?
Mm-hmm.
Have you found anything from the hobby itself that has done something for you, maybe a stress relief or an outlet for creativity?
Yes.
Things like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start at the beginning of my gaming career.
Okay.
And then you can edit out whatever you want to edit. Okay. So I didn't even know about miniature gaming or anything like that until, the mid 90s, when I made a friend at college who played Warhammer. Mm-hmm. And I happened to be at his place, and he had an Eldar army, and he was a really good painter. And I'm like, what's that? And he explained it to me and like let me look at his codex. And instantly I was like, I want to be a part of this. So he said, let's go to the game store. And we went to the game store you grew up at, right over there on, what was the name of it?
Wait, there's a bunch of them.
The one on West Metairie or West Napoleon?
Oh, on West Metairie. Oh my God, that's Clay LeBrun's old place.
His place.
War Games and Fantasy.
War Games and Fantasy. Okay.
Yes.
He said, let's go to the game store. So we went to War Games and Fantasy, and I couldn't. And to this day, I'm still one of those people that when I walk into a game store, I'm like, I don't know about this. I'm like, I'm pretty outgoing if I know you, but if I don't, I'm just introverted. Like, I don't want no trouble, you know. So I didn't really explore that store, but I found the Warhammer stuff, and I bought a box of Warhammer Fantasy skeletons. My first
the old skeletons are like one pose.
Yep. So I was like, well, I can paint these, you know, and that's how I started. And then there was 3 of us who throughout college played, and then we all went our separate ways. And I enjoyed painting, but I had no one to play with. Mm-hmm. So after Katrina, there was a store on the North Shore that's not there anymore that I was like, I need a job. Apparently after every disaster, I work at a game store. So I started working there and met a really great group of people at the game store. And so I was painting a lot. So that was kind of my way in to talk to people. And then I started playing more, which was a lot of fun. And then that store shut down and I moved to New Orleans and didn't have anyone to play with. And then I found this store because my good friend PJ moved to somewhere, I forget, Roanoke. And they were playing.
Like the colony that disappeared mysteriously?
That's Atlantis.
Oh, no, that's the city. Wasn't the word for that settlement that disappeared mysteriously? They carved Roanoke? No, Croatan. Something like that.
Well, Roanoke's still there because he's there.
Okay.
All right. So he was telling me about this game called Guild that everyone was playing. And I'm like, well, let me check this out. And I looked online. I'm like, Go for Games. What's that? Mm-hmm. So I came in here and they had Guild on the wall. And I would come in and like pick up stuff and not really talk to anyone because I was shy. And then you were behind the counter one day and you're like, you should talk to those guys. They play. And I think that's what I like about this store. We have a really good group of guys who come in here and love playing games, and they play multiple games. But you were very instrumental in my future here because you were like, you're not leaving until you talk to those guys because you all have similar interests, you know. So, and that's, you know, like Richard Dubas is still a very good friend of mine for years now because you made us talk, you know, and that's how it started. As non-threatening as gamers can be, when you walk into a store full of them, it can be, and you're the new guy,
very intimidating.
So I like that this store doesn't have that. You walk in here, you feel welcome. If you want to talk to anyone will talk to you. And I think that's a really great community we've in my 4 months. You actually over the past 10 years, like it's a great group of people who come here. And I just, even though I never remember people's names, I'm bad at that. I'm sorry, but I just love the people here. And you know, you and I have been playing a lot of games together. We play Marvel Champions, which is a lot of fun.
Oh, God, I love
We've been inviting kind of guests to play with us, and it's been great just expanding that network of people who really enjoy gaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been, I look forward to those games. I really do, because after like a week, I'm like, I just need to not think about work. Let's play this game and let me get angry at a fictional villain.
Right. So to answer your initial question about what gaming has done for me, it's we've been here for 10 hours and it's been crazy, but we know, all right, in 1 more hour, we get to play Marvel Champions.
This is true.
And you focus on the game and like nothing else matters.
This is true.
You know, we play the game, we have a good time, and we talk about it, and then that's it. We go about our lives.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
I have to say though, there was one small bit of your story that we didn't include. The other game shop that you worked at, you were my rival because I managed BSI Comics on the North Shore at the time.
Really?
And
because I was like, it's so easy to grow a gaming business. BSI must be terrible.
No, because like I
feel like you and our paths have crossed so much in our lives,
and I never would have known it, because like the thing is, like when you said that you worked over there, I was like, oh man, I would try to get customers to come from there to my shop all the time.
Yep.
Oh my god,
we had fun over
there.
Man.
It was a good time, man. It was a different world. I look at that and I'm like, God, how weird was it to like not have to worry about like catching a disease that'll kill you, or you know, worrying about the economy.
What was funny was starting here, I remember I was like, I need to talk to Matt because I love game stores. I just need something to do. Let me see if you need some help, you know?
Yeah, and it was such a.
I came in and I sent you a text after I left. I'm like, hey, you should just hire me. And you were like, oh, well, okay. And I'm like, no, for real, like, I'm bored.
No,
So I just kind of made you hire me.
It was really funny because Gary and I always had a really cool relationship as far as like he would come in, he would show me cool things that he's working on. I was like, oh man, that's so dope. You should like really talk to this person or what do you do that? And then, you know, just a really nice guy and just had a great relationship with that. Stop. But then like COVID happened and things like that. And he was just like, man, you know, my theater's closed down and we just don't know when we're going to reopen. So, you know, I'm really bored. I'm kind of living the high life off of my major profits and everything from being an actor for so many years.
Nope.
Pinky in the air. Look, I have the picture of the smoking jacket. I'm telling you, the smoking jacket. Anyways,
it was definitely payroll protection money. That's all it was. But and my car accident. Yeah, that's true. It's my accident settlement because I almost died. But that's another story.
Before this, I mean, Gary was Asian. I mean, look at the miracles of surgery.
You never tell.
But anyway, so in passing, he's like, man, I'm just bored, man. And it was like, if you guys need help packing boxes or anything like that, or you know, shipping out stuff, you should just hire me and we'll be done with it. I'll do all that stuff.
I am head of shipping now.
And he is. He packs all the boxes.
One of the fun things is because I'm the third employee and I'm not the owner or manager, I just get to create whatever title I want every day. So I'm head of shipping some days, or assistant to the regional manager. That's the other one.
But yeah, that's
no. And I walked in and Zach happened to be sitting there, and you were like, "Do you still want to work here?" And I was like, "Sure." And you went, "Zach, interview him." So neither of us were prepared for this interview, but it was a lot of fun.
Zach just sat there and was like, I guess this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So they sat down and they talked. And
but I love it. It's a great place to work. Like
we've been really thankful for that.
Yeah, it's a really, I mean, it's a small team, but I feel like we're a really good team and we work well together.
This is true.
I like it a lot.
This is true. I do have another complaint though, because you didn't include that small bit of our story, but you didn't tell me that this is going on with my face. What the hell, man? You should have warned me. This is bad.
You got mirrors all over their house. I assume there's one in the bathroom.
So bad. What happened here?
We're aging you.
Well, that's not entirely false.
It's but amazing. Anyways, you're much younger than me, but by the looks of things, like you never tell. We'll cut this out.
Well, once again, Gary, thank you for being a part of the store.
Yeah, and man.
Hopefully, I implore all of you guys, if you get a chance to come into the store or you call up the store and Gary answers, please say hello. Ask him about his wealth of knowledge about hobby painting, modeling, because the man has some fantastic work.
I have a request for our viewers. This is our request from the store. If you're expecting something to come in and it's a day late, please be nice to me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, please don't kill the messenger.
Yeah, sorry.
Shipping is ridiculous right now,
it's but not our fault.
We're trying really hard.
I still like you. Don't be mad at me.
But yes, Gary has a wealth of knowledge. He helps co-host the Zach and Gary Paint Nights. They've done 2 of them, and they're fantastic. I mean,
they're fun, man.
Obviously, Gary plays second chair to Zach because Zach is more talented.
Yes, saying. I will agree. He actually definitely is. So.
But definitely ask Gary questions about painting. He's more than happy to help you guys out with that. Modeling, he's got great tricks and tips on how to get things together. Especially that Silent King where you had to like back him in.
Forget it.
Oh, it was a story. Crazy. But he has a wealth of knowledge of that, and he's a great guy to talk to. So once again, Gary, thank you for doing the interview.
Thank you for having me.
Come back and see us next time. We're gonna have another one of our wonderful employees as part of the spotlight.
Who?
I think Zach is gonna interview Velvet. I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought Velvet had one. I'm like, we're out of employees. There's like 4 of us.
Yeah, well, I mean, there may be more next time. Who knows? It's a growing family. And the shop is only growing because of all of you guys. So thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for us today. Gary, you have anything else to say?
I'm going to go count the register.
All right. Well, thank you. All righty, guys. Thank you so much for listening to our interview, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.